Morning. Welcome to my latest little adventure. I'm on a holiday at the moment. I'm in Spain and I'm just nipping out. It's a shortish walk. It's only about 5.5 miles. But there's a bit of climbing involved, which I'm just about to begin the ascent just up ahead. I'm currently holidaying in a little town up in the mountains called Frigiliana. It's above the seaside resort of Nerja. I'm walking in this mountain range. It is called National Park Sierras of Tejeda, Almijara, Alhama. I've probably butchered that, but it's something like that. It's getting hot already. It's only just after 7 o'clock in the morning. It's about 19 degrees, and I think by 9-10 o'clock it's going to be about 26 degrees. So I've got plenty of water with me. It's where I'm walking here. I'm just walking along the side of what is, I believe, the Rio Higueron, which is actually dry at the moment. There's nothing in the riverbed, so the crossing up ahead isn't going to get my feet wet. Makes a change. I'm hoping this will only take me 2.5 hours, something like that, back for breakfast. But we'll see. It depends what this climb's like. So I spin you around. As you can see, I'm in a deep gorge at the moment. So climbing out of it's probably not going to be fun, but we'll get on with it. I'll bring you back in a little while. See you later. Right, first thing we've come across on the trail is this sort of reservoir. It's called the Pozo Batan. What it is, it's a reservoir that was built in the 19th century, and apparently those remains that are left there were actually a paper mill, and this fed the paper mill. But obviously it's disused now. Well, it's disused for that purpose, but I believe it is now just used for irrigation in the local area. But it was actually fed by this man-made channel, which obviously would normally have water flowing through it if there was anything in the river. But the water is actually leached out the river further up in the mountains, and it flows all the way down into this reservoir through these channels. And I believe the kids in the local area shin the fences and treat it as a swimming pool now as well. Right, we'll crack on. Right, I believe just up here somewhere is where we pull away from the riverbed and we start the hard work. There's a little cairn there, and that's our path, goes back on itself. So this is it, it's where the graft starts. I'll bring you back when I'm a bit further up and absolutely bursting out my lungs. See you in a bit. Right, we're about, I would guess, at about halfway up the climb now. It's not, so far it hasn't been as severe as I was expecting it. It's still a lung buster though, but luckily the temperature's staying quite cool in this valley. But where we're heading, if I spin you around, that's where we've come up from, down in that lot down there. We've climbed up through here and we're heading on at the top of the ridge up there somewhere, and then the route takes us right across the top to a bit further south of where I started, and then we descend again and I work my way back into the village of Frigiliana. But where we're heading up here, there is actually two popular viewing points, so I'll show you them when we get to them. There's supposed to be some really nice views from them. I think the second one you can see all the way over the coast over there, so hopefully, well, we've got a good day for it, so hopefully we won't be there in too much time. Right, I'll crack on. I'll see you in a bit. Just climbed up a little bit further, come to the little clearing, and just got our first view of the coast on this route. It's a gorgeous morning. It's starting to get hot now though. I would hazard a guess that it's somewhere around about 19-20 degrees now, but we're not that far away from the end of this climb. There's a bit more to do ahead, but not as much as what we've just done here. It's quite a way down into that valley now, but we're going well. Hopefully I'll bring you back when there's some more views. See you in a bit. Right, that's the main climb finished. I've just got to the top of it now, and it's certainly been a, shall we say, a head clearer. That's certainly blown the cobwebs away. I'm 5 days into my holiday at the moment, and as you can imagine, I've had plenty of food and drink. But last night was quite a late one. Ended up in a bar watching the Champions League semi-final between Real Madrid and Bayern Munich, and we talked to a few other Brits. So it ended up quite a late one. So that's certainly blown the cobwebs away. It's not the highest point of today's hike, but it's the main climb out the way. But I've just got to the first peak, and this is the views I've just greeted with. It's opened right up in front of me. I'll spin you around. That's where we've come up from, down there, and this is what's greeted us when we've got to the top. It's absolutely beautiful. And that, I don't know if you'll see it on this camera, but down there on the coast, that's the town of Nerja, which we're actually in the Costa del Sol at the moment. Oh, there's a deer there. I don't know if I caught that in time. There it is there. Or goats, whatever they are. Yeah, the mountain goats. Fantastic. Yeah, if anyone is on holiday in Spain and they're anywhere near mountain ranges like this, if you're into your walking, I would seriously advise you, find yourself a route or two and get up in the mountains. It's absolutely stunning. Right, I'm going to crack on. We've got a bit more climbing to do. Nothing too severe, but like I say, this is not the highest point of the day yet. There's a bit more to go, but I'll crack on and I'll bring you back when there's something else to view. See you soon. Absolutely stunning. Right, we're just coming up to the first viewing point of the day. It's been a bit of a scramble coming up this climb, but we're just about there now, so I'm going to spin you around and you're going to see it when I see it. There's the summit cairn, so we'll make our way up now. Let's see what views greet us. That's a bit special. That's Nurka, and that there, that's a town, village, whatever you call it. That's Frigiliana, where I'm staying. It's a beautiful little place. But that's some beautiful views. Not bad for a morning's walk. Right, I'm going to take a few photographs and then we'll head on. I'll spin you around. I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but on the next point over there, there's a little white statue. That's where we're heading next. So, can't really see the path for the trees, but must go around there somewhere. But that's where we're heading next, so I'll speak to you again when we're on the way. See you in a bit. Right, as you can see, I've just reached the summit of Cruz de Pinto, and that was quite a tough climb. That it's only short, quite sharp, but lots of slippery rocks and loose underfoot. It's quite sketchy in places, but we've made it to the summit, and the views we're rewarded with are absolutely beautiful. Look at that coastline behind us and the mountains. Absolutely fantastic. Right, I've been doing a bit of googling, and I found this piece here about this place. It says the Cruz de Pinto, according to local legend, is a small sanctuary constructed in 1643 by the navigator Francisco de Pinto. It tells the story of how he found himself on Nerja's shores in charge of 3 ships that had departed from the Italian city of Verona en route to Cadiz. When, after a terrible storm, they started to sink, St. Francisco de Pinto, now desperate, asked for help from God, promising him that in return for saving his and his crew's lives, that he would build a sanctuary in the highest visible mountain after the storm. After the sea was calm and visibility was better, the place we now know as Cruz de Pinto was chosen. Ever since, this sanctuary has been of great cultural and spiritual importance to the people of Frigiliana. So that's quite interesting. One last view. Right, I'm going to take 5 minutes. I'm going to get a load of water into me. It's scorching hot now, and I mean, most of the people who follow me will know anyway. You carry plenty of water and you take on water regularly. But for anyone new and just thinking of starting hiking, long distance hiking, wild camping, you need to realise that even in the winter you lose your sweat, you lose water. So you need to carry plenty with you, and you need to take it on board regularly as well. So always replace them lost fluids. Right, I'm going to take 5 minutes, have a drink, and then I'll get going, and I'll probably catch up with you again soon. See you in a bit. Right, that's the descent pretty much done now. Back onto sort of like private side road, but I didn't film anything coming down there. It was quite a sketchy descent. It's I don't know if I've gone the wrong way. See if I can find a path. Yeah, it was quite a dodgy descent. It was very loose underfoot, slippy rocks and dry sandy sections. Yeah, there's a path here. Yeah, so I'm nearly down back into the riverbed now, a little bit further to go. Probably a couple of miles back to the start. So it's been a good one. Quite tough in places, but I've enjoyed it. I think I'm on the right path. I'm going to have to put you down and check, and I'll probably bring you back in a little while. See you in a bit. I was on the right path, by the way. Right, as you can see, I'm back down in the riverbed now, so I've finished my descent. But this doesn't look so straightforward. Rocky gorge we're walking through now. Turn around and give you a quick look. I thought I was done with all the scrambling, but a little bit more to do. Yeah, it's been a fantastic walk. This, it's absolutely scorching now though. It must be 26, 27, 28 degrees, something like that now. It's absolutely boiling. I think I've gone through about 3.5 litres of water, but I've still got a little bit left. Look at this gorge. It's absolutely cracking, this walk. I found this route. I use an app called Outdoor Active, and I found this route on there. I think it was a German guy who uploaded it, and I'll put a link to it at the bottom of my YouTube video in the description. It's actually it's a premium route, which means you need to pay an annual subscription. I pay about £50 a year for it, but I do get my money's worth out of it. There's a free version, so you can install it and have a play around with it, see if you like it, and then if you do, you have access to all the premium content. Gives you extra bits and pieces in the app as well, little facilities. What I'll do when I get home, I'll see if I can find the route, but that's not on a premium listing, so you can, and I'll put the link to that if I find it. Hopefully this video will come out. This video will come out when I get home. I'll sort it out and upload it. That's assuming all this has worked. It's my first time using a new camera, a new microphone. I've had a play around with it at home, and I think I've got the hang of it, but I'll find out when I get home and look at all the footage I've taken or tried to take. So I can put this camera away now because it's getting a bit rough underfoot again. Just give you one last look. That's why I'm heading through the gorge there, but it's quite rocky, slippy in places. But I'll bring you back again before I finish the hike. But like I said before, if ever you're anywhere near this when you're on holiday, get out and have a walk. It's absolutely fantastic. It certainly clears the head as well. Right, I'll catch you in a bit. Right, that's it. We're almost back to where we started. The only problem is that lovely little descent we did this morning is now an absolute ball breaker of an ascent right at the end of the hike. It's not so bad though. Nearly there. Probably 5 or 10 minutes of this ascent and it'll be done. Right, I'll catch up with you at the end of the hike. See you in a bit. Right, that's it. End of another hike. I'll catch up with you soon for the next one. Now, I can't emphasise this enough. I know I keep going on about it, but I need to emphasise it. You need to replace them lost fluids when you're hiking like this. Cheers everyone. See you later.